Yeah. Sometimes when watching, I get to see the chat. Sometimes they'll speak in their native tongue to each other as well. I'll see like Danish back and forth with like Sven and Frog and etc.
Every player kind of has like their own ritual for like getting their mind off the pressure and like working together as a team and like even the hot hand stuff and
the hand warmers.
Yeah.
When I used to play Warcraft 3 competitively, I would you could actually set your text to only observers, and I would talk to the observers during my matches and be like, "That was a really bad fight by me. I should have done that better." And then like go back to play.
Wow. Take
Completely
it to
useless.
the next level. Yeah, it's kind of like how you would taunt in this game and just see if the spectators are looking at you. It's like, hey guys, taunting.
It's time for me. All right, so we are back into this one. First pick, Tahm Kench comes back through the Syndra ban for Team EnVy. They didn't like the matchups they got. We are still keeping with a lot of similar bans though this time around. Impact is not allowed to play Shen like ever. And he's gonna have to play something else, of course, here. And Gangplank left back up.
They probably won't pick it, yeah. They didn't pick it this rotation.
Impact has been playing Shen for 3 seasons now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, heck, this is his fourth season playing Shen, I think.
Pretty much.
Won Worlds in 2013 with it.
Yeah.
Back in 2016, hoping to go back. So, yeah, look at the draft, right? So, C9 got the Tahm Kench back because Thresh was still good enough for them, but they still care about the champ a lot. Ashe takeaway and Rek'Sai takeaway. EnVy actually changing quite a bit with their first round here.
They might just go Gnar again this rotation. They seem pretty confident on it before, even into the counter pick flex that EnVy was running. Like he laned pretty even with the Kennen.
Yep, and that's the case.
Yeah.
So it's interesting, they're not looking for their AD carry yet, and they're actually, I guess they already know what their support is, right? But yeah, I guess they are giving enough respect to the fact that EnVy might take Gnar away, that they're locking it in, and at the same time, because like they could have waited on Gnar and just picked an AD carry, right? Unless I think Gnar is going to go away.
Well, you weren't kidding about the whole Reaper. We're going to learn one play style thing. They're just literally playing one play style.
Yeah, and
Same champion.
I think there's some merit to that. Like if the team is new for the split, and in this case it kind of is, right? I think there's something to be said about perfecting one thing and learning all the rest of the fundamentals, and then branching out from there. I wonder if it'll be different next week, or they just really think this is the best style.
I don't know how Thresh does into Tahm Kench, but I guess
they can both save. I guess.
Wait, what did they have? Oh, they have Braum instead, right?
Yeah. So they chose to not go for Braum. They chose Thresh instead. They've gone back for the Kennen though. Yeah. And they could play almost the same team comp as before. With another Kennen list, just not in a Syndra this time.
Yeah, Syndra is gone, so that'll take away the threat of getting ganked by Meteos plus the CC combo. But they probably
Cass?
I forgot about that champion. Cassiopeia is extremely strong early and really annoying to deal with, especially with her ult that roots you and you can't really do much.
Yeah, I don't know if these guys want to go this, but they might end up going list anyway, just because they like team fighting.
Her W prevents the second part of list E, right? You can't reactivate. I'm pretty sure if you're debilitated by it.
That's hype.
Oh, the Jayce though.
That is
We
so
played them in
hype.
scrims this week actually, and they ran Jayce into Cassio.
Oh no, this is mid Jayce. Okay, because I know Seraph was a really big Jayce one trick before he joined CLG.
Yeah, Jayce actually has a decent matchup in
it. It was Jayce and Italy were like his two big champions. I guess one trick is incorrect. I should take that back, but that was like what he was known as.
All right, just making sure.
But yeah, sorry. I mean, one trick is literally incorrect at that point, obviously, when I say two champions. So yeah, Jayce mid and Cassio. Okay, so Zig, give me some lowdown here.
I think Jayce is just good into low range. We played them in scrims and they ran Jayce into Cassio as well this week, and I think it's pretty good. Like, if Jayce gets off like Jayce at 4 items is like really impressive. I think.
Yeah.
I think Jayce is better mid game than late for sure. So hopefully, like I think maybe C9 wins the scaling war and Jhin can kind of poke out the Jayce a little better maybe than the Jayce can poke out the Jhin.
You used to play a ton of Jayce too.
I still do actually.
Nice.
I love Jayce. Like I played a lot of Jayce and Gangplank, and I love seeing Jayce, but
it's good for poke.
Yeah. And he has some minor buffs coming in for the next patch.
Yeah, the R is getting, or his passive.
Basically the cannon, the melee form of his passive is going to have an AD ratio on it. The thought is basically his late game sucks really hard. Like his mid game's good when he crashes and burns post 30 minutes. So
they're giving him one more ratio.
They're buffs to help his 30-minute plus. Like one of the potential buffs was like buffing the W rank up on hypercharge on the multi attack. The one was like making the mana cost on his E better. So like it didn't suck so much in the late game.
Yeah, I remember when they gave 6 ranks to spells. Like that was pretty good. Already.
Yeah, and then you started getting crazy mana cost.
Feels really good for Jayce in that. And even though he falls off late game, like the items that he builds still kind of scales anyways. So it's not as bad as it could be.
He's also like a really good Maw user. So I guess into Cassie, like they kind of have a lot of.
That's true. You just have to build the right items all the time. And also you've got like Jensen doesn't want to go Abyssal Scepter. Obviously he's against the Jayce, but then Kennen can just like 2-shot him.
Yeah.
If that eventually happens.
They have a good damage split for sure.
He might just go like HP to negate that.
Yeah,
like
I mean you're gonna go probably
possibly.
row of Rylays on that Cassio.
Yeah.
Seems likely.
+3. He's got Bandit still.
Seraph got the Bandit cash.
I don't know if Bandit.
Did he forget to switch runes from or masters from Gangplank? I wonder.
I think maybe Dangerous Game's a little better than Bandit in this case, but maybe he thinks he's getting a lot of autos in lane, so Bandit's still worth it. Like I think he's running literally the same thing though. Like he'll be running 12, 18 most likely, taking Thunderlords, because I think the mastery is like pretty much the same from Gangplank.
So here's a thing about the top lane matchup this time. Like since they're running Jayce, they're mostly AD reliant, which means Seraph is going to be much more effective as like a solo laner because he's the only AP threat, which is also important to note that if Seraph gets behind, it's going to be really rough for Envy, because if Seraph gets behind, that means that the rest of C9 can just stack armor. So it's going to be really important for Seraph to perform in this top matchup.
Yeah, and even so, like Impact probably will only get 1 MR item and then gets to build full armor afterwards, because Kennen doesn't really want to spend his ult on trying to kill the Gnar. Like usually, like when people are playing against like Maokai versus Liss, you don't really need that much magic resist because you know the Liss isn't going to spend spells on you. It's kind of the same thing with Kennen. Like even though his ult and like most of his stuff's AoE, he's mostly going for backline. So
right.
But yeah, I just want to see how the early lane plays out actually, because I feel like it's not so good for Gnar, but
he kind of gets away with it in my opinion. But with Doran Shield, it's pretty hard to abuse too.
Yeah.
So Seraph has a really interesting rune page. He has 14 magic pen just from runes. I think he's running marks and glyphs.
Wow.
And he's got 14 AP, so it's actually like, I think he's like running like 1 quint, all glyphs, all marks. So he's not even doing CDR, he's just like, because he's going Stork Shoe second, right? So he's like really, and the same with the Gangplank, he was running like 17 armor pen on Gangplank. He's running really anti-backline rune pages to do true damage to his backliners. And that's gonna be a kill. Yep. So C9's winning the duo lane already.
He has flash down.
Oh, that was perfect play. That was perfect play.
That is
goodbye.
That is morale crushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the second wave too.
Yeah, that's just level 2 all in, and guess what? Tahm Kench did better. That is so rough. Oh my god.
It sucks too because Envy got like the support counter pick, or quote unquote.
Yeah.
But
they saw the entire matchup and said, yeah, we're gonna go for this. Like, everyone can assume Jin's coming in that game. Oh no, the cannon minion.
Got everything else.
Got the casters. So Seraph is up 2 CS in this one. And he waits in the brush. I like this. So he waits in the brush when there's no minions to fight, just to make sure like Meteos isn't sneaking around just yet. He gets like a couple extra seconds of vision. Just like you might as well, right? There's nothing else to do, you might as well get vision.
Yeah, so as a top laner, it's pretty alarming that your bottom died. So it's kind of distressing. So maybe he's feeling like he needs to carry and win early game now and trade more. Because Impact is in a pretty comfortable position.
Yeah, he just gets to chill.
Yeah, he's just like chilling. He's just last hitting.
And he knows how this matchup goes after like early levels too.
Yeah.
Because they just went even in farm, and then eventually he can take really good trades on.
He got the slow. He's dead. Oh no, Lantern. Oh, that body slam flash was so good.
That was clean.
That was really clean.
Wave still frozen. That ball lane screwed.
Oh, like they're like a sneaky walk back in a lane with a serrated Dirk and then kill him again. Like, yeah, I'm sorry.
So yeah,
would this be a time for a lane swap? Because this is looking pretty.
Yeah,
would you actually do that here?
5-minute marker. Yeah, creative teams can do something like that because the fortification buff expires now, right? Like
yeah, in 30 seconds. Like they're gonna be on the wave in time. Yeah. There's no opportunity cost at this point.
They're not doing it. Oh man.
Well, they actually have top as a freeze right now. Right, like C9's top lane's gonna freeze in. He's gonna push in. You can cultivate that to get your duo lane a good spot, or you can try to get Procxin up top side. Procxin has flash.
So he's got to play defensively because he doesn't know where the jungler is.
Impact does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his wave's like not in the greatest spot, but he has Gragas on his side of the map, so he should be okay.
He has flash, so he shouldn't be fine.
Meteos waiting around. Procxin does not know that Meteos is there because he wasn't moving. He's gonna go for the gank. He's gonna tunnel over.
I hate this gank as a top laner, personally.
Yeah.
I hate dealing with
The
it.
flash. No one's even there. I guess. Ooh, that was so close.
No.
Oh no, he's dead. He might just be dead. He's not dead. Okay, we're good. Meteos snipe.
That would be so sad. Did he have to flash there?
Kennen.
No, I mean the Rek'Sai. Did he,
Oh.
should he have just walked up and did it? And if
I guess he wanted to CC him in range of his teammate. So like,
Yeah,
Seraph didn't
I
have to go as far.
Yeah, if Kennen maybe flashes instantly, that guy died. I feel like Gnar should die there for sure, though, because he's way too far up in the lane. If Rek'Sai gets that type of angle on you, it's just so hard to...
That's the kind of sadness where if you just had full AP blues.
And then he just
that
missed the
guy's
Q.
dead.
I mean, he had to be afraid
man.
of like Gragas coming into range, but yeah, I think better aim kills him.
At least no one dies, but I mean, I'd be really happy to be the Gnar on this side now, because your ball lane's just winning.
Yeah, Gnar is just chilling. Oh, he's actually going for Hexdrinker.
Oh, he walked back, though.
Or is he?
Yeah, that's a piece of Hexdrinker.
Yeah, it looks
I mean, or like, you know, he recalled and had exactly the money and was like, well, I'm gonna go Frozen Mallet eventually, but I'll get Null Magic instead of Ruby Crystal, but I don't see why you do that.
Yeah, I think that because their bot lane died, maybe that it's even better to go have that MR.
Yeah, stabilize the lane more. I mean, it could really just be pieces to the Mercs, just like he could
Oh,
be
yeah,
the
true.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anything, he's actually against less AP than in game one.
Yeah.
Like Frozen Mallet's actually better relative to game one.
Yeah, so he'll probably go the exact same build, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it seems like that's what he did game two too, even though he's versus the gang player.
Sure, I think it makes sense. And yeah, now he's got an Ashe to deal with. Like life gonna be interesting in team fights. We know Envy came back from, you know, a rough deficit in game one with a similar team comp, so maybe it works out. Mid lane matchup itself actually still a lead for Jensen.
It feels like this time around, though, Envy doesn't have as good scaling late as they did in the first game.
Yeah, I agree. I like Sivir more than Ashe, and I like Liss more than Jayce late game.
They also do have less wave clear, so Envy are going to
Oh, true.
really have to win the mid game here.
They have to withstand the fact that Z9's already ahead by a lot because they can get a lot more turrets, you're right.
Yeah. Like, they're basically at the C9 bot lane's mercy.
So
You
now
know
that
how far back impacts.
Gnar's wondering if he's diveable because he knows his Gragas is trading sides.
He ran around, tried to kill off some tunnels, tried to look for Procxin, couldn't find him. He knows Kennen has ulti, here comes the play. And they're gonna wait for Procxin to pull aggro. Ulti comes in, looks like it's actually Seraph who pulls aggro. He's another spell, got it. It's a trade, but
That's,
He misses the wave, but he played that really well still. To get a trade kill there actually feels
yeah.
almost impossible if everyone's flashed down and they open like that on you.
I don't think Seraph wanted to pull aggro, but Procxin just never dealt damage.
I think it might have been better for Seraph to go first just because he was full
He's
HP.
healthier. Yeah, I guess it could go either way.
That might have been better.
At the end of the day, it still is a positive, right? It's, you know, plus a wave, plus assist gold.
Okay, he ended up going Hex this game.
Yeah,
That's
small
actually
lead.
weird.
That is, yeah, when he was going Mallet the first game.
Yeah. But I think it's just better for the 1v1. And now that he missed all those creeps too, like, maybe it'll stabilize the lane a little more.
Yeah, he's getting to that tower.
Yeah, Procxin waited for Seraph to pull aggro, specifically.
I think Seraph needed to land the E on him too. Like, maybe he needed to ER and then like hit him with the E charge.
Yeah, I guess he really did never land the E. Oh well.
But
Oh, he's
yeah,
got
it's
some-
just,
yeah.
it's a close dive.
But Seraph's in a really good position now. In terms of like CS anyways.
I wonder if part of what happened is like Impact like looked at Seraph's room page after game one. It was like, oh, he runs 17 Magic Pen. I'll build MR, so I'm like better in the matchup. Like, there's even things like that. I know like a lot of players don't really do hardcore rune mastery math, but based on Seraph runing for that much Magic Pen, actual Hexdrinker is better than it.
Yeah, Hex is better.
It's actually a really big deal.
I felt like he was beating him up with a mallet too, though. So
I know.
To
I don't
know,
know.
like Hexdrinker Cal is like, maybe he just feels like he's more behind this game or something.
I mean, if his only job is not lose the game for his team because his bot lane's 3-0, like, I get that, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, bot lane thing's still happening as we
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got another kill in the bot lane, and now another double kill in the bot lane. So, pretty good game for C9. Oh, they got Jensen to roam down, looks like.
I think C9's late game is better too because
Yeah.
of Cassio. And
Yeah.
they're on the Gragas side this time also.
That feeling do a top lane stream and the rest of the map is the important part.
Yeah. Yeah. Darn.
Yeah, they don't have great tanks for the Jhin ult too. Like if they just open up with Jhin ult
yeah.
and Siege, it's like either Rek'Sai's gonna tank it all or
It's team at first Rek'Sai, like he's not durable.
yeah. Yeah, so it actually sucks that the Jin's getting pretty thin.
Yeah.
For
10-minute Yomus, no big deal. But they're going for the one place of power, right? This is the one matchup they're actually winning.
Yeah,
You've
this
got
is what
20
they
CS
have
lead.
to do.
This is just let's kill Impact again.
I mean, it's the best chance you got. Another flash
Really close
knockup.
to
He
Mega.
gets most of the stun. Ulti in. He's probably dead.
Hex.
Hex Drinker popped. Oh no, you're kidding!
No,
Oh,
no,
Procxin, no. Okay.
Oh.
He didn't transform in time. He didn't W. Impact
Mid
didn't W.
MIA, where's the missing ping?
Question mark, question
Jensen?
mark, question
Hello?
mark.
Wait, how does he trade every time he gets like 2 or 3 men?
I mean, because Procxin just overdove, right? Like,
Yeah.
He's just super tanky, he's under tower.
yeah. Procxin has no tank items, but
Yeah,
again,
they're
it's team
kind of
first.
forcing it. They're kind of desperate at this
Yeah.
point when
I think it's the right
bot's
play.
having a hard time.
I think they could have been a little more patient on it.
They could have, absolutely.
But yeah, it's like you can't do much when your bot side's really getting owned.
Well, he's got 4 seconds to get out. He's gonna do it too.
That's fine. Yeah.
He actually could have recalled. 1, 2, 3. Yeah,
He
he would have gotten
made
out.
it, yeah.
He would have
gotten
gotten out, but
It's
it's not
just
hard.
it's safer.
Yeah.
I mean, I completely agree with his choice to teleport. You can't just look at the back and be like, he should just recall.
Twitch chat's gonna be like, wow, why didn't he recall? Save TP, could be TPing in right now.
Oh, he missed the Q, that's why, because... Yeah, I mean, he just took too much damage, right? He just didn't quite expect it, but also...
He literally would have
flashed
lived
the Q.
too. Like
Oh, that's nice.
if not for the random Jayce appearance.
Yeah.
That's a good roam.
He probably would have killed Kennen too if he.
No flashes. Yeah,
I
if
don't
he lands a
think
bullet.
Oh, well,
Impact doesn't care.
wow. He's manly.
What jungler
going
pressure? I mean, they got
He has Mega Gnar.
wards. I think they got pretty deep wards.
Ashe arrow just got sent across the map and missed. They just despawned a second ago, but Lod looked for an opening, couldn't quite find it.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I think even with all the jungle pressure, because he traded kills and he's itemized for
Yeah,
the
it's
Kennen
closer
now.
than it could have been. He has 600 gold that he almost didn't deserve to have.
Yeah, but now there's like no way Kennen wins a split push war already. Like he already has enough bases. He's level 9, or the Gnar's level 9. I mean, and
Yeah. Individual gold-wise, Kennen's only up 115.
wow, that's crazy actually.
Yeah.
For the amount of jungle pressure and the waves that the
Yeah.
Gnar had to miss, it's
Well, because one is Seraph only got an assist and he had to share it 2 ways. So like in actual kill gold, like Impact has more
Yeah.
because he's gotten all the kills. But yeah, even though the waves got denied, it's only making it for the farm just barely. Also seen it up 2 turrets, right? So that's 225 global gold that went right into Impact's pockets from the turret kills the rest of his team
so
got.
he's looking for something now because he knows he can't with the enemy team push up.
Well, Meteos is low, but the root's not going to land.
They'll probably just reset off that wave because Gnar's getting pressure.
And this is what C9 looks like in the first 15 minutes of every game. Impact stays in this side of the map for a very long time. He constantly shoves all the time.
And it looked like he was playing by himself mostly. Like Meteos came up one time
Yeah.
and got rewarded for it too. Like
Yeah.
they got a pretty big count. Well, actually, no, Seraph was like 1 HP, but it was like
yeah.
super close.
Every time their team goes top, it's always for something that benefits them.
The team as a whole, not just Impact specifically.
Yeah, they're just very calculated.
Yeah.
They don't really take like those risks for top. They mostly take it for mid and bot, and then they kind of just dominate the whole map.
They're up 4 towers again.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much the bot lane that's like really snowballing this
Yeah.
game.
Winning a level 2 2-on-2, like, okay, I guess we should gank this some more. Like, let's go ahead and smash this turret down.
Yeah, that's been the common like trend for these last 2 games. Once the bottom tower opens, like the rest of the map opens, and they start to get stuff done.
Well,
They're really
play.
desperate to probably find.
I mean, Sneaky's super low off the shock blast. There's 2 very injured members in C9.
and the Gnar's just chilling. Like
Yeah.
they're making time for him. And
If they know they can get away. It's 750 gold for an outer turret. It's 800 for a tier 2. Like, that's worth, in aggregate, 3 kills with assists.
headbutting it.
It might actually be worth it once the Gnar gets Hex Shrinker to send Jayce up there.
Oh, and switch the matchup?
Yeah, because maybe the Jayce could do something, but it's starting to get a little bit late for that.
So he bases on this wave because it's pulling to him, and it's farmable when he comes back no matter what.
Yeah, he's got like a minute to spare. He can do whatever he wants for like 60 seconds, right?
Yeah, he's got free time.
Yeah.
He'll probably run mid first, and well, actually, it depends on what.
Yeah,
he does
if
on
Seraph
the
pushes
next
hard enough, like
Yeah.
because if Seraph chills too long, Impact gets to go gank mid and then come over. But if Seraph hard shoves, he has to go right away.
Getting that mallet.
Seraph going towards Riley's or Leandri's second. I don't know which.
What did he get last time?
He went for Zhonya.
Yeah, he went Zhonya second the prior game, and he went Void Staff third. So this is not either of those items.
With his pen runes, he's probably just going hard pen or something.
Hard
Yeah, I
Leandri's,
think he's just trying to like.
Because he knows no one else is really item.
Exactly. No one else on his team is AP, so he's going a very Magic Pen focused build.
I don't think Rylai's is gonna do much for him either.
I think Haunting Guys is more likely.
Yeah.
Just because of the rune information.
Good ward there.
Ooh, good hop.
Too. I mean, that was all in full vision, so.
Yeah, it's true,
yeah,
but he hit the button in time.
Yeah.
I've seen players miss that.
Yeah, he just faked it really well. Like, he's still playing up, so they're like, oh, this guy doesn't know we're here. And then he just get the spell, get the dragon.
And then Hakuho Mad Life's the Thresh hook, and you're like, okay, never mind.
I don't think he'd be in range.
No, he wasn't.
I actually just really like the way that Impact plays without much jungle pressure, though. It's like, it feels like he's drawing a lot of jungle pressure. He doesn't really play the lane scared ever. And then every time he gets ganked, he somehow like, if it's execution on the other side or whatever, he still manages to get a triple kill every time.
It is really impressive. I don't know, like, we've seen him once in a while overstep, like in prior series. It's like when C9 loses, it's often because Impact slightly oversteps and gives away a kill. And whether that's the other team's just being a bit better at abusing the style or what, or just small misplays.
I feel like every time playoffs comes around, Impact always plays like slightly better. Because he isn't really afraid at all to play normally.
I think Impact should die.
He's gone.
Okay,
he probably just knows. Like his team's just getting so much, he doesn't care.
C9's gonna kill bot lane.
Yeah, this is inner for outer, and they just win the trade. Like, Envy has to base pretty much. Otherwise, they're actually gonna lose this tower for sure already. They're just too late to base.
Yeah, they're late.
Backing off at all the right
They're way too late on the play. They did not need 5 people.
TP that creep.
Yeah, because I think he's worried about the turret getting shut down and him losing that. That turret's dead anyway, though.
Yeah.
That's plus 850 gold for C9 off that play.
Yeah, it's 2 trades for him.
Oh, damage output! And he's dead.
Alley-oop.
Even with no armor, well, actually, does he have scaling armor this game too? Maybe he does.
I would probably still just, actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have to, let's see. Impact's armor right now is 82. That's pretty high.
That's not Mega.
Gnar or without?
That was on Mega.
Oh, yeah, 76. With a cloth armor. So he's at 61. That's probably not runes.
Yeah,
That just was like scaling health.
armor per level. That's health per
But I guess
level.
just everyone on the other team's behind, or everyone on Envy is really far behind right now.
Yeah. Individual gold-wise, not a single person has more gold. The AD carry is down 3,400. It's like 4.9 to 8.1. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I think just in ARAM too, Jhin's so good. Like, if they end up all grouping mid.
Just group mid forever, yeah.
And that's what challenges him.
Ooh.
And he missed his QE though. Right? Yeah, his shot.
That's pretty unfavorable for Jayce.
Puts on the exhaust. He's still
Just, hello.
Right into the barrel.
Smoothie brings in a teammate and says, let's go. Yep.
I like the bell on that skin.
Yeah, it's cool. The clock tower. Thing is, he played a different Gnar skin as well, because he was Dino Gnar in the first game.
Oh really?
It was game 1 or game 2. I know he was playing Dino Gnar.
I like El Leon the best, or the snow one.
Yeah, I think he played. He played 3 skins in 3 games. He played Snow Gnar the last game.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It was Dino Gnar, then Snow Gnar, and now it's
He was Gnar every game, right?
Yeah, it's 3 Gnars, 3 Gnar skins.
Okay.
Maybe
Good on
trying
Impact.
Maybe he's trying to convince himself that he's playing a different game every time. It's like, oh, I'm so
I get a new
bored.
experience.
It's like these animations look way different.
You can make me pick the same champ. You can't make me pick the same skin. It's different. I actually haven't seen that though. A player like actively swapping skins. Good on Impact. The anti-faker.
Ooh, good flash.
Yeah. And Smoothie ults to make sure he's there in time, kind of. And this is the first Rift game, I think, or the match.
I didn't see too many get picked up actually.
Yeah.
But it just really accentuates his split push advantage now. It's like, so he has way more magic resist than he did last time.
Yeah.
And with Mallet too, it's just the same story if he ever catches Kennen one lane.
And sneaky ults to clear the wave. Great, I guess. It's probably the best choice you could have made at that point, to be honest.
He's just buying time.
Yeah. And yeah, snipes down some of them. And so this time around, actually, Impact has a much more 1v1 focused build. The Hex Drinker is only good against Seraph And he's got the frozen mallet as before. Yeah, he's going tank now, but this is actually a lot of attack damage on this Gnar. You could actually have a much better time going for the one-on-one.
Yeah, he's probably not going to build any more MRMs after this.
I don't think so.
And
Yeah,
just,
that's as much as you're gonna get.
Randuin's into like Thornmail would be my guess.
Seraph is
Or Jay.
actually going for the Rylai's though.
Oh, he is. I don't love that. I mean, his team has actually more. Well, similarly succeeded before, right?
you can't really kite anyone, I feel like, actually. Or, like, it's, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't really
It helps
matter,
keep Sneaky
but
in the ultimate
at the
and
same
people.
time,
I think Pen's just better, but.
Yeah. I would have liked haunting guys.
Or like a Zanya or something, because he can get ulted away by Gragas, like.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. Zhonya's dodges Gragas ulti.
Ooh, I like this one. Wait,
The risk Baron to try to not. Never mind, just kidding. Trolled.
they drew it a scrying.
They took a long time.
they're just gonna walk mid.
This is just gonna take inhib for Baron.
It's a double in him too, because bot's naked, so.
Yeah, so Envy's gonna rush it. C9's actually gonna just get off inhib and try to stop Baron. But the problem is like,
They still have the inside track. mid.
right, and Envy took damage, so now it's even worse. It's like all C9 had to do was stop Baron.
And here comes the mallet.
Ashe arrow
He's
misses.
just gonna get free damage.
Envy loses inhib for this probably.
Yeah.
Like this will play out as them losing a team fight or losing inhib.
Because they
or
need
both.
the base, but yeah, they're being chased to the wrong side of the map now.
It's gonna get worse and worse. Envy's is like actually gonna lose the game off this now, I think. And Hakuho's dead. And now Lod's dead. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's just bad, I think.
Good Gnar ulti as well by impact. This is gonna be a 5-0.
They're just taking their time.
Yeah, Envy needed to like realize that they weren't gonna get anything.
They really want to kill the Rek'Sai though, just to make sure there's no risk of starting.
It's just like send 3 mid and take the inhib, right? Like, would you rather just inhib here just because?
I think both are fine.
Okay.
But
They honestly can do anything. They're in control of the game. They can either kill them,
got the
go for
root.
inhibs.
wait, this guy's too low to come back. I think they should.
They can burn it down now.
Gonna chase him up.
I mean, they're not even gonna smite. They're just having
Rek'Sai
Gragas
doesn't even
chase
have
him.
smite actually, but
Smoothie almost dies. Yeah, there's okay. Meteos got the kill. All right, that was actually a really good play.
yeah, they're in full control now though.
Yeah.
I think ideally you just want to send the Gnar split push, but maybe they just want to 5v5 because I think split pushing is actually less risk than 5v5ing.
Probably.
Just because he has such a big lead, like he should get chip damage on the top.
You get guaranteed bottom inhib.
With Gragas, you can disengage too if they hard engage on you, especially against Jayce.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not that
it's
much
like
forward
Kennen, Rek'Sai, and Thresh are the hard engage, or Ashe. And that's like, one thing lands, you just Gragas all the rest of them, and it's fine.
I feel like we've switched sides in terms of like what comp is more favored.
Yeah, C9 has a pretty good 5-on-5. And we get some good matchups, right? Like,
Why-
there's a window for
yeah.
Kennen. Jayce looks pretty good right now, but
The game would have looked a lot different if they just didn't die too much.
yeah, if you didn't start the game 6-0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's always the fun thing, right? Is like sometimes you have matchups, sometimes you outplay the matchup. Sometimes the game is won just on individual skill. There's just nothing you can do about it. Glimpse of the void on a Gnar.
GP wasn't touched from either side this series, so what
Yeah.
do you think they're gonna do next game? Same comp again?
I feel like Envy has to like ban Gnar or something, like put him on something
Yeah, I
else.
think you're right.
I don't know.
I mean, that's 2 bans on Impact because they're banning Shen already. But I mean, if that's what you do. They're also banning Talia, and I forget their last ban. Oh, they banned
Syndra.
Syndra. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, so it's like Talia and Syndra and Shen and Gnar are all pretty important in their mind. And stealing Ashe did not seem to matter. Sneaky had his best game so far playing the Jhin.
I feel like their lane setup is a bit suboptimal too because Bondage naked, but it's like completely whatever. They do what they want. And they
Yeah.
just close.
Well, they're trying to use Baron to knock down the turret while they still have it.
Yeah, that's
right.
true.
Because bottom hip's free whenever they go for it.
Yeah, they should get it here.
Yeah, this should be easy. And they can either stay for Nexus for the next wave. Actually, no, bot's shoved in against them, so they actually can't reach bot.
Yeah, they'll just 5-man top probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all still healthy. They haven't been cooldowns.
Double Mountain plus Infernal. They kill turrets real fast. And yeah, they can join the wave top now. They've got a reinforcement wave coming right now, so 15 seconds away from that, reaching the turret. Kind of a slow retreat. Impact's like staying for tunnels and stuff.
He actually feels invincible right now, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like,
and he pretty much is.
like the 2 times he died, he trade kills.
Yeah.
And then,
1v2 and 1v3.
yeah.
All right, that hit taking a million damage. The turret's gone. Gnar on the back line. He forced the flash out of Lod. and Seraph must look for the engage. I don't think you give him 3 inhib. I think you have to go right now. Or do you really just wait for the respawn in 5 minutes?
Oh,
well, Cassiopeia and Gnarl, goodbye. Too late. You never tried.
Yeah.
I think they had to try.
The tragic lose slowly type.
Yeah, either try double towers or try an inhib.
And so C9 took the fight before they got to the double towers. I think it was a pretty smart choice.
Yeah, just go for C9. I mean, I think it's really just the ball lane got so far ahead.
Yeah.
Really hard there.
Yeah.
And C9 just played it really well. Like, they snowballed out of me, so.
I agree.
Yeah.
GG, 2-1.
The story of this game has pretty much been the same for other ones. Impact sustains all the ganks. His team does well, and they just win the game with their play style.
Yeah, he's doing his job for sure. Like, he's playing in bad matchup maybe, and he just farms it out, dodges every gank, trades kills when he gets ganked. Like, you can't ask for more from a Gnar pretty much.
Absolutely. He's got one more skin to play. And then he's got to find
They got to ban the Gnar though. I don't know. I feel like they got to put him on something else. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean that's the thing is they either give up Syndra, they give up Taliyah, or they give up Shen to get rid of Gnar. Like, or you steal something away. Like you first pick the Syndra or Taliyah or something. Like you make Seraph play Shen and you ban away Gnar. Like something like that has to happen. Maybe they take a.
So this time Envy gets side choice, right?
Yep. So yeah, we're going into game 4. Envy gets side choice once again. They have about 5 minutes to choose. I mean, they wanted red side for the flexes, and you know, I like what they've done with the matchups. Like I thought Kennen and Gnar was pretty good. It worked for them in game 1. I liked what Jayce seemed to do into the Cassiopeia. Okay, their bot lane matchup sucked, but like, well, the way they played it sucked. So yeah, I can't like blame champs like by any means, but
yeah.
I feel like they should just go for the scaling because it just feels like C9 is superior in mostly every aspect.
Yeah.
Besides like making those mistakes once in a while, but that was for the first game. As you go into the playoffs, as you
settle down.
Yeah, you settle down, you warm up, and you make less and less mistakes as the time goes on. So I'm not sure what they have to do, but they're gonna have to really pull off like some crazy strat or something.
The funny thing was like, Envy could have played the exact same team comp from game 1. I guess, sorry, Sivir was banned away and C9's not letting them get the champion anymore, but like they still could have played the Braum for the team fighting support, and they still could have played the Lissandra for the team fighting mid. And they chose more for matchups, more for the sort of the one-on-one types of interactions, and this of course backfired, right? You can't analyze too much a game that starts 3-0 on the bot lane in 3 minutes, but you know, we'll see what Envy chooses to do. Of course, we know they can have some good champ selects. Maybe that turns around a little bit, but Impact, as you guys are mentioning, playing amazingly, 3 straight Gnar games, not getting any help and looking great despite all that. So certainly a pretty good series so far for C9. 2-1 in this best of 5. C9 almost to make it into the semifinals, but for now we're going to send it down to the analysts to break down that game and take it away if you guys are ready.
We can get into the Kennen counter pick as well. It's seen various degrees of success.
I mean, Thresh, maybe a decent pickup, but definitely not the ideal support matchup against the Tahm Kench.
See, I'm gonna have this theory right here where you're picking all these carries in the side lanes or in the solo lanes for Envy. You have the Lissandra, the Jayce, the Kennen, lots of carries in the top lane, and that forces the support pool to kind of take a more CC-oriented role. So you have the likes of the Thresh and the Braum that they've been going for in the first 3 games.
Right.
And the problem with that is that when you pick Braum and Thresh, and pretty much all these melee, well, Thresh isn't technically a melee, you lose against Tahm Kench, period. You cannot, like, that is nearly impossible of a matchup to win. They have to mess up monumentally.
Yep.
And especially you do not all in when you have coin.
Yes, that was about to say, okay, if you didn't say it, I was going to say a coin picked up for Thresh. We've got...
Fine, but you just don't all in.
Right, especially against a Relic Shield Tahm Kench, which is just that he's got more combat stats from you than you there at level 2. Let's take a look at this first blood. Or rather double kill in the bot lane. It's the only replay we have, and the reason being is that this essentially did spell the end of the game for Envy.
Well, they go in because they have the 2 advantage, but Sneaky gets the last hit on the creep to start it, and then this is actually just really well played. While he's reloading, he walks into the brush while they have Hakuho in Smoothie's mouth, so it was just really well timed where neither of them were damaging at the same time, but they walked out.
And this fantastical tongue lash right on the creeps.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, making sure he didn't let that
sticks to it.
Well, now Sneaky gets 2 kills, doesn't have to blow his flash. All 4 summoners are blown on the other side of that 2v2 lane. And so this essentially puts EnVy in a situation where they have choices they can make. Either we start throwing more resources to the bot lane in order to try and turn what just happened around, right, and get them back into the game, or we have to throw all of our focus and resources on the opposite side of the map in hopes of winning it hard enough on that side that they can cover for the losses on the other side.
And they're pretty much all bad choices.
Right, because if you go bottom, that man in your screen, Meteos, is going to come down and counter you. We saw them go down and get a return kill almost instantly where he gets that nice flash body slam onto the Lantern. If the Rek'Sai's there, it really doesn't change it. You might save him, but then you're just blowing time and resources protecting people who are still going to lose the lane. It was just, you can't afford in a playoff series against a good team to lose a lane that hard. Once you get double killed level 2 and he comes back with the serrated Dirk to you're nothing, it's
You want to hear what the alternate stream's saying about the top lane when you see in the screen, double kill bot lane.
Dyrus is like, this is where you as a top laner. He's just like, oh, damn.
Of the top lane matchup, though, the reason why the Kennen into the Gnar isn't as great as we would have liked, say, other matchups like Fiora or maybe Aurelia, is that when you try to put so much attention into one lane, you want to get it to a point where you just leave it alone and they can constantly take advantages by themselves. By either tower diving, pressuring them off to recall, whatever. Kennen can't do that.
Kennen's great in the 2v1 with the jungler assistance.
Kennen is particularly great at diving bottom with a TP advantage. And he has not used a TP advantage once in this game. And you saw how hard it is to kill Impact. He's playing great.
So yeah, that's what's kind of weird is it's okay if you're like, okay, they pick Gnar, we're gonna take Kennen. It has a good matchup, it'll have pressure, and then they'll scale really well into the late game. And Seraph's obviously pretty proficient at Kennen, but the thing is, it's not just that like they go up there once. Even in game 1, when their bot lane was doing fine, they didn't look to go bottom with the TP advantage they got. They kept going top, and so if you're gonna have the game plan of constantly throwing ganks top, why not pick a harder snowballing matchup?
Well, very much so. And then on top of that, the execution just needs to be cleaner. We saw traded kills back, for Impact almost every time they dove him. So yes, you're picking up the kill and you're getting the assist advantage, but even so, money is going into Impact's pocket. He itemized correctly as well, this time going for much more defensive initial items to protect against those turret dives, as opposed to his Gnar game in game 1, where he went straight for that frozen mouth. So smart itemization from him, an adjustment based on what EnVy was doing, and a very tragic double kill coming through very early in the game, which honestly from there, as we mentioned, was just kind of the end of it. So now let's ignore the latter 2/3 of that game, right? Let's brush those off and let's move on to game 4, what will be game point or match point for C9 for EnVy. They've got to win 2 in a row. EnVy has opted to go for blue side. So for the first time in this series, we will be swapping sides. With that in mind, what's our approach here to champion select?
Well,
you got something? Because
I got a lot.
You got a lot. You go then.
I actually would have liked to see EnVy take the purple side again.
Okay.
But this is why, because I want them to clinch away the Gnar. I don't think Gnar right now is worth that first pick. You don't want to really give away so many things, but you can stay on the purple side, let them have the Tahm Kench or whatever you feel like, and then you go, bam, you get the Gnar, you get the Cassiopeia if you like, and immediately you take the soul lanes, and you make sure that you have soul lanes that can deal with pretty much anything that you want. Right now on the blue side, I can't help but think that maybe they're trying to get the Tahm Kench themselves, grab the Ashe, things that don't really seem to be for EnVy style.
Right, I think that's what I was going to say is I'm not exactly sure what they have planned on blue side. We've only seen them red side.
Right.
And we know that their strategy seems to be like get some counter picks mid, safe bot lane, and like just chill, and then make some plays around the top side. That seemed to be their plan going to blue side. I don't know what they're planning, but if they're going to just take a Tahm Kench away, that doesn't feel drastic enough to change how this
No, not at all. I mean, in my head, without diving into this too much, my first thought for an advantage of moving to blue side is simply for the sake of changing sides. Right, is simply for forcing Cloud9 onto the red and say, now you have to ban from red side. Now you have to pick from red side, which will inevitably change the outcome.
Maybe they're hoping that Cloud9 only had blue side stress prepared.
Don't think that's the case. I mean, the thing is...
It's a reference, man.
I know the reference. It's season 2. Yeah, whatever. I think Vlad, Karma, Sivir translate pretty well over to the red side bans.
Right, you're not unhappy to ban those.
The Shen might be the thing that they're looking for.
That's true.
Right?
Actually,
they've been banning it a lot. It is a drastic change of style that can impact the top lane and bottom more than any other pick right now.
All right, so hopefully the switch of sides will give us a pretty drastic change in champs. Like Cloud9 are just one win away from moving on to the semifinals, being our first team there. So stay tuned to see if they can make the jump or if Team EnVy will rally and take us to a Game 5. You're watching North American quarterfinals.
not putting anything by Envy. They knew they were the underdogs coming in and put up a very good fight. They want to make this worse. The horse is down. They look to kick it. Elad, oh! The body slam into the dark passage! Godlike! Light!
I ult for. Yo, I got flashed on. Come here.
I'm eating you.
They can lock it down. The flash forward. Ult from Jensen. There's one. There's two. 25 minutes on the clock. 16-2. Cloud9 bring it to game point versus Envy.